Hey guys, it's Robert, an ambassador for Christ, and as you know where I go, the kingdom goes. Remember, like, subscribe, share, and as usual, eat the fish, spit out the bones. Some things you may agree with, some things you may not. Now, oh yeah, subscribe, yeah? Now listen, I'm going to talk to you about the beast system of Revelation. You're already in it, or the beast system, you're already part of it. Now, when it comes to Revelation and the end times talk, I never really like to go into it too much because it always stirs up confusion. No one gets edified. It stirs up arguments. Just check out the comments in some, if you talk about Revelation, check out the comments. You always see arguments. It's all see some craziness, So that's why I don't really talk about it too much. But I just wanted to share something briefly, all right, about the beast system, the end day system, the last empire. All right, because I'm going by, what the scriptures is talking about. It's really, really interesting. It's a revelation that I'm going to share with you. Really, really interesting. Now, Daniel, King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream of the empires, the head of gold and the shoulders of silver and all the rest of it. And Daniel interpreted the dream of Nebuchadnezzar in Daniel chapter 2. And he basically had a dream. Nebuchadnezzar had a dream of all the final, of all the world empires from Babylon to the end of time when Christ will come back. All the empires. You had the Babylonian Empire. The Babylonians were taken over by the Greeks. Taken over by the Medes and Persians. The Medes and Persians were conquered or taken over by the Greeks. The Greeks empire split into four generals represented by the leopard with 4 heads. And then, then after that you had the Romans. Came out of that. That represents the shins of iron. All right, and then you had the feet partially clay and partially of iron, and the 10 toes at the end, and all the rest of it. There's other videos that thrash that out. Okay, you can check them out. I just breezed over it quickly, and you might not have understood what I said. But anyway, stay here. Now check this out. In the book of Revelation, it says how John said he saw a beast rise out of the sea, and a beast rise out of the sea, and we know that a beast represents a system. It represents an empire, and it raised out of the sea. And we know the sea represents people, the sea of people. This beast system, this last system, rises up out of the people, right? So this is where it gets powerful, because in the book of Daniel, he said that he saw all these different beasts, but there was one beast that was diverse from the rest of the beasts, okay? So there was one system that was diverse from all the other systems, worldly empires that came before it. It said that this beast had, 7 heads and 10 horns, and the 7 heads obviously represent the 7 empires that have been from Noah till where we are now. There's been 7, Egypt and Syria and all these things here. And you've got the 10 horns represent the 10 kings, blah, blah, blah. Now, this system, this end time system, it says that it was diverse. Daniel and John said that this system was more diverse. It was different. Diverse means different. Okay, it was a system, but it was a system that was different than all the systems that came before it. It was an empire that was different than all the empires that came before it. All right, this is what gets powerful. You see, all the empires that came out before this empire, this beast system, they was all fought by wars. All right, wars and fighting, economics. That's how all these other empires came to prominence. Babylon came through war. Medo-Persia, war. Alexander the Great, he conquered through war. The empire was established through war. But this new beast system is not going to be established by war at all. Now, this is where it's powerful, okay? The beast system that is here now, that we are part of and that we are in, is the internet. You can switch off now if you want to. It's the internet. And you think to yourself, what do you mean a new beast system is the internet? Now listen to this. The internet has total control, or the digital world has total control over the world systems that we have today. It has power. Anything's digital, okay? It has power over the economic systems, the financial systems, the governments, all this information, secret services, anything is linked. Hospitals and government councils, local councils, your computers, your phone. I ain't got a phone with me at the moment. Your phone, it's all digital. All right, it's all digital. Nothing is physical no more. Everything is digital. Everything is linked digitally. Right now, The Bible speaks about how the kings of the earth surrender their power to the beast, and they say, well, who is like unto the beast and who can make war with the beast? They surrender their power to it. These kings surrender their authority to this beast. Now you think to yourself, where am I going with this? Now it's going to be really powerful. It's an eye-opener. You see, you can surrender your life to me. How can you surrender your life to me? Easy. Give me your passwords. Give me your social media passwords. Give me your bank details. Give me where you live and that personal information. I now own you. So it's the same with a country. The head of a country can surrender its authority to anybody. It can surrender it. It can give full access to its medical documents, to the country's, census information, its local government, local council information, its NHS or its medical information. It can surrender its secret society, its secret service information, its military information. It can surrender all of that. A country can surrender all of that information to anybody it wants. How? Just give it passwords. I'll just give you all my passwords, and now you have full access. Now it says that the kings of the earth surrendered all their power to the beast. There's going to be one digital system, one person over that system, and all the kings of the earth are going to surrender the country's passwords, or the country. They're going to give that system, that person, full access to the whole country's digital information. It's all about digital. He said we're in a digital age. This beast is a digital thing. It's like I said, it's going to be diverse. There's going to be no war, no fighting going on for this beast system to be established. It's established right now. The Bible says that John said he saw a beast rise up out of the sea. We are seeing this beast system rising up out of the sea as it is already. Do you understand? The more places you have, it's going to go deep, right? The more places you have broadband, the more places you have all these phone masts and stuff like that, they're going to be able to, they can pinpoint where you are. Your life is in your phone. I was talking to I was talking to my brother the other day, and he said to me that he left his house the other day with no wallet, and he goes, "Oh no, I haven't got my wallet." But his son said to him, "Don't worry, Dad, you got your phone." "Oh yeah, I don't need a wallet. I've got my phone. I can still buy things with my phone." All your information is on the phone. Your life is on the phone. If people hide their phone passwords. Why? They don't want you to know. Because if you have access to somebody's phone, you have access to that person's life. You have access to that person's personal details. That's what it's all about. Now, when the Antichrist turns up, not the Antichrist. If you don't believe that Jesus Christ is king, yeah, you are an Antichrist. So let's be more specific. When the son of perdition turns up on the scene, all right, he's going to have access. He's going to be able to have access. He'll be able to pinpoint everybody where they are, and he'll be able to have access to everybody's life, and he's going to be able to do all these sort of things because he's going to have all this access. It's kind of powerful, right? Because you'll be tracked through your phone. And this is where it gets a bit deep. Like I said, the beast system is rising out of the sea right now. And what we're seeing, we're beginning to see the beginnings, the foundation of this beast system that we're already part of. You can't get away. Why is it that everybody needs to know? You go to a shop and you want to buy something, you can't buy it for cash. They ask you, before you buy something, they ask you, what's your postcode? Where do you live? You've got to give them your personal details to be able to buy a TV. Do you get what I mean? That's where we are. It's all about data mining. Now, I was talking to my brother the other day, and he's in the tech industry. He works for a top tech company, should I put it like that? And he's like to tell me of all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, all the AI, all the technology, because the technology we have today is not the technology that they've got behind the scenes. Remember, they're 10 years ahead. We've got iPhone 7 and we've got this phone and that phone. They've got iPhone 15 already. I'm exaggerating, but they've got a technology that is like 10 years ahead. All right, the new technology, they've already got that. So what am I trying to say is that we're in this beast system. It's growing. It's getting stronger. Facebook, for example, everything seems to be interlinked. Everything is linked together. I want to go into the mark of the beast. Okay, briefly now. I don't know what the mark of the beast is going to be. All right, people can speculate all day long, but we're not there. So how do you know? We don't know. So I've said that. It's going to probably blow up the comments downstairs, down the bottom, and people will be arguing about that. But what am I trying to say is that if there was a chip, for example, or some sort of I was thinking about it the other day. I thought if they gave you a chip and you put it into your skin, under your skin, you are linked. That means, and a digital chip. That means they know how to find you. You're part of this beast system. And I thought, if that chip was like solar powered, or it was powered by your electrical impulses, like in the Matrix, because obviously we give out a bit of, our body gives a little bit of, we have a little bit of electrical charge in our body, okay? So I was thinking, if that chip was charged by your body electronically, you know, it gets its charge from your body, it'll be on all the time. And when you pass certain places like shops and internet hotspots, it clicks and it pinpoints where you are. And you have all your information is all linked to that chip and it's linked to your phone. I'm going off on a bit of a mad one, because sometimes you think about it and your brain wanders. Because listen, back in 1996, when I first got saved, we had we had the surveillance cameras everywhere, surveillance society, and we thought, right, the Antichrist is coming tomorrow, because they got cameras on the high street. And I thought that we was actually gonna, Jesus Christ was coming now. That's how I was feeling. That's how I thought. That's how I was taught. But now we're in a place now, forget the cameras, we know where you are. We know where you are at all times. And when this system, or when this digital age, or this broadband and phones is spread out across the whole planet, no one's going to get away. No one ain't going to be able to hide. The first people who die is going to be Christians, but I ain't going to go into that one. That's a whole different conversation altogether. I'm rambling. It's 11 minutes. So what am I trying to say? You are already part of the beast system. You got a social media account and you're part of the beast system already. They know where you are. They got all your information. They know where to find you. They know everything. If you're in the West, you're in the beast system already, the beginnings of the beast system. But there'll come a day when you have to pledge, where you can either pledge allegiance to the beast system, or you can say, no, I don't want to be part of it. And if you say no, then you know what's going to happen. So there's going to come a turning point when that's going to happen. Boy, they've got the system on lockdown, boy. It's crazy. It's Robert, an ambassador for Christ. And as you know where I go, the kingdom goes. If you're still here, stay blessed. And I shall see you guys in the next video, okay?